Okay.
Welcome to Ask the King. First of all, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you to everyone who either submitted their questions via my forums at thekingofhate.com, or if you were a patron in the last couple of months and you posted up your questions in the premium patron section, you're going to get your questions answered right now. This first question is from Traditional Games, and he says, "Hey Phil, I was wondering if you would consider bringing back Hate Live. I know you said there's no point since you can do individual vlogs on things now, but it would probably work if maybe you did the show once every other month. What do you think about that?"
When are you gonna tuck your daughter Panda Lee into bed?
Well, I'm too busy to do it. Phil, why have you stopped doing your Phil React series? Have you ever considered doing those videos again for Wingmaster19? Okay? It's a good thing. I like it. I like doing it. This channel, The King of Hate Vlogs, makes almost no money. Let's face it. It's not like this channel is getting insane amounts of views or anything. It's not. I'm too busy to do it. I understand why you say you don't have time to do this stuff. Well, Phil, you just sit around and you play games all day. Well, because I'm busy. Dinner, errands, grocery shopping, pick something up for the house, fill up the gas tank. I'm too busy to do it. This next one's from Fall-in-One Gaming. And he says, "Phil, I was wondering, could you ever be willing to use a GoPro and a laptop to live stream from PAX West, being that the convention is so close to you?" Oh my god. First off, parking like a mile, 2 miles away from the fucking place and walk, expensive, crowded with people wall to wall. I'm just not popular. What's the point? That's why. You'll probably never see me at PAX West. I'm too busy to do it. From Atlas Telemon. Now knowing more about the Switch and Zelda Breath of the Wild, could you share your thoughts on both? I already shared my thoughts on Switch. The Switch is a portable console. It is the next evolution of the 3DS. Switch is literally Nintendo throwing in the towel. They're not trying to compete with graphics anymore. They're not trying to compete with the lineups of games that they're putting out anymore. They're terrible graphics compared to all the other consoles are doing. Even the most hardcore Nintendo fanboys at this point need to start realizing reality. They have a rabid fan base that will buy whatever the fuck they put out there. Mostly because people ran out and bought amiibos for 2 years like morons. Okay? Sucks because I love Nintendo. Nintendo is never going to be #1 again. Okay, whatever you say, Nintendo. A couple more questions here. Evoker to the face. My question for you today is this. Since you play games for a living and you try to play most major releases, you've obviously been around the block. Does playing a game for YouTube diminish the enjoyment that you may potentially get from any given game? Does playing games for YouTube ever give you a feeling of burnout, so to speak, because you play so many games? I've always been curious about this and thought you'd be the perfect person to ask since you always give it straight and without the bullshit. Well, here's the deal. Was the live streams. I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. Pre-stream, then it's time to play games. I tweet out that the stream is live, that I have to test everything on the stream. I have to use the bathroom. Now everyone has to wait while I go take a break. It wasn't special. The attendance falls off and people just lose interest because I lose interest. If viewer base isn't enjoying it, that's a bad feeling. I'm too busy to do it. Right side Viking, and he has a few. So the first question he has, Phil, what is your ambition for the future? I also wonder if you've ever done any voice acting or acting at all in a capacity other than just for yourself for YouTube. You know, I'm an honest guy. If I was still making the crazy amount of money that I made that 1 year, moved out of Connecticut faster, on a studio, I would have hired a staff, and would have been all based around Darkside Phil. Darkside Phil comedy content, Darkside Phil skits, travel vlogs, but also highly edited stuff, you know, highly edited reviews, highly edited montages. Right now, I'll be honest, yeah, I'm in financial trouble. What's the plan for the future? Halfway through next year, it may come to the point where I've exhausted every avenue, loans out, borrowed money, refinanced my house. That's it, you know? And that's to be straight honest with everyone. I have to change. Probably have to find a job that pays like nothing, making some measly amount of money. I mean, I don't even know. Will I ever do any kind of collaboration with KO Gaming or whatever? When? When would I have time to do that? When would I have time to do that? You know what I mean? Time is made up making videos to pay my bill. I come here and I play games for 3 hours, and I go and I sit on my couch like this all day. So good. Just doing nothing, and I love it. I'm going to take a short break. The conclusion coming right around the bend. I'll see you then. All right, let's go to the forum questions. Richter Tryhard, a new viewer, and I find your videos pretty hilarious. You mentioned that you have a back problem. My question is, well, how did you injure your back? Around 2006, I was much heavier. I would say probably I fluctuate between like 210 to 230 pounds, and I was actually playing touch football.
I have a severely herniated disc in my lower back, and really there's no explanation. It's not like I fell, it's not like I was in a car accident, or I was lifting some heavy shit, and I, you know, nothing like that. Just, it happened.
And I laid down, I said, oh my God. Huge negative sign. Oh my God. Your MRI shows that you have a severely herniated disc between your L4, L5 vertebrae. So the streamer that I watch, they stream for 8 straight hours. Great, well, do they have a back injury? Incredibly uncomfortable. I get tenseness in my legs and I get pain and stuff. Used to be a hell of a lot worse, just in my lifestyle. A bit of pain and numbness for a few days and then it went away. But it used to be constant. When I was in Connecticut, it used to be constant pain. And a major problem, so I'm happy about that. And that's why I don't mention it that much anymore, because it's not really that much of an issue anymore. I really enjoyed all the questions that were submitted. I can't answer every single question. There's no way this would be a 7-hour show. Well, because I'm busy. And there's a good chance that eventually I will pick one of your questions. Oh my God.